The Baltimore Ravens just traded for Diontae Johnson, the former Pittsburgh Steeler. Hey, revenge, right? Not only did the Steelers go get Pat Queen, but now they go get a former Steeler in Diontae Johnson. I absolutely love this pickup. We're going to break down some film from this season. I'm going to show you exactly why this is such a good fit alongside not only Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry, but also Lamar Jackson has a brand new weapon. Now, what do we notice about this play specifically? One, it's against the Cincinnati Bengals. We have one high safety. We got press man coverage to the outside and then off coverage with Diontae Johnson. Now, the one thing about Diontae Johnson that stands out among everything else is his route running ability. Really has a knack for, making a DB overcommit to one route and then breaking off in a different direction. So I think the ability to create separation is one thing that Baltimore is going to love. But watch this route. So he's going to go up. He's going to attack the DB. Now, notice how the DB's hips are opened up to the middle of the field. How can you combat that? Well, you need a, head tilt, and you need to turn your body like you're going to break on an out route. So, right, boom, right, breaks his body, breaks his head to the outside, which now opens up the hips of the DB back to the middle of the field, and then boom, quick over the middle, great throw, great catch. Touchdown Diontae Johnson. Again, we talk about his ability to create separation and just get open. Not only do you have Zay Flowers, who is very similar, but now you have Diontae Johnson. Yet again, another weapon for a potential Super Bowl winning football team. Great news for Baltimore fans. In this video, we're going to break down a ton of film on Diontae Johnson from this season. And I'm going to show you exactly why this makes perfect sense. Before we dive into the video, comment down below a letter grade for this trade. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. Alright, once again, what do we notice? One-on-one coverage to the top of your screen. We have no safety help over the top here. He's going to be running a slant, but once again, does a good job getting the DB to overcommit to an outside route and then breaks over the middle for the slant. Defense is in what seems to be a double mug look. They're sending a bunch of guys here up the middle. They want to really put pressure on Andy Dalton in this offense. But again, one thing or another thing I love about Diontae Johnson is he's very reliable. He is kind of like a safety net in short intermediate routes, just like Zay Flowers, a guy who can really just be a DB in one-on-ones, which, you talk about a defense wanting to stop the run with Derrick Henry, loading up the box. What does that tell you? You're going to have a great time over here in Baltimore with one-on-one situations. Guys, I'm telling you, Diontae Johnson is going to be a great fit. So once again, let me get that off the screen for you. All right. So here we go. Blitz is coming. We know pressure is coming from the jump. Everyone's going to the point of attack. We leaves us with this one-on-one. And look at this. Gonna break, plant that foot to the outside, open up the DB's hips. Boom. Overcommitted. And then, ball's a little bit behind him, but he still snags it out of the air. Watch this one more time. Boom, gonna fake to the outside. DB plants all that power into that right foot, breaking to the outside, and then great job creating that separation, snags it, and then having the solid hands to hold that through the DB, trying to, get contact. And guys, that's AJ Terrell, probably one of the top cover corners in the league. Doesn't generate a lot of interception turnovers, but man, I'll tell you one thing, he's a very good cover corner and gets beat right there one-on-one with Diontae Johnson. Again, loving this. All right, here's another one. Now, we noticed a little bit of off coverage, not really press, not really off coverage, but, it's about a couple of yards of separation, right? Now, he has the speed as well to just outrun defenders. So right here, we're just going to see a crosser. We're also going to get a flat here by the running back. You could tell they're in man-to-man for the most part, but number 7, Trayvon Moehrig, does a really good job, being in between both the flat and the deep. But Andy Dalton trusts his guy, throws it, great throw, right in the back of the corner for a touchdown. Again, creating that separation and being able to maintain the separation at the end of the day is something that I like about Diontae Johnson, and has really great hands as a slot, as a guy who can just, honestly, he can play outside, inside, wherever you really want him to play, he can do it. So again, another reason you gotta like Diontae Johnson. Now, before we get any further into the video, we still have a couple more plays I really wanted to show you outside of just touchdowns. Like I said, hit the like button. That way we can post more videos and cover more of the Baltimore Ravens. If you want more film breakdown videos, hit that like button and let me know in the comment section down below. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it is free. It does not cost anything to subscribe. And like I said, we're going to be covering Baltimore all year. Offensive, defensive, individual player breakdown for almost every single game. Got you guys covered. With that being said, let's kind of dive right back into the film. All right, here we go again. Another play here. Going to get some pre-snap motion here by Adam Thielen. We're going to get a deep dig route over the middle. Adam Thielen's job is to clear out the safety. So you're going to see him get to number 1 and then cross the field. We're going to have a slower delayed route here by Diontae Johnson. Timed up perfectly. Watch Adam Thielen as he wants to attack that deep safety. Kind of get him to bite down even further to open up this second and third level for Diontae Johnson. Going to plant that foot into the ground. Great route. Doesn't round it off too much. And then, gets a nice, big chunk of yardage. This is what you love to see out of Diontae Johnson. So let's watch him specifically get up the route, right? Turn his head to the left, really fake out that DB. Maybe I'm going outside, maybe I'm going inside. Does a great job garnering that separation and then completing it, right? Sure hands, great route running. Let's go, man. Diontae's going to be a good fit here in Baltimore. All right, now this one, I want to show you his release, right? So now we got more of that press man, 2 yards of off coverage here. Like this. Love this matchup every single time, especially if this linebacker's cheating over to the left side of the field. If he was right here, maybe this is a different story. But we're going to see an excellent release off the line. He's going to stagger a little bit, and then he's going to, boom, slant over the middle of the field. Absolutely cooking his DB here. And you see the Raiders throughout this game put Jack Jones on him, Jacorian Bennett. I mean, they were going everywhere, trying to put someone on Diontae Johnson that could stop him. I believe this one's Nate Hobbs, who's probably their best nickel corner. Absolutely toast him over the middle. Great anticipation throw here by Andy Dalton. And then he has that breakaway speed where once he catches the ball over the middle of the field, good luck, man. He could definitely break a big one. Makes a guy miss there. Makes another guy miss there. Gets up the field. I mean, this dude is an absolute stunner. And to have him back in this division, which obviously is really competitive. Steelers being 6-2. Ravens being up there. The Bengals and the Browns struggling. But still, right? This is a good division and a great wide receiver to have on your side if you're the Baltimore Ravens, man. Let's break down one more play before we end the video. All right, here we go. First thing we notice, we got one high midfield close safety. Whenever you have these situations, it turns into a yes-no read for the quarterback, basically, which means if you have this one-on-one, break it to the outside. If this DB stays either down or goes away from Diontae Johnson, we're taking the shot no matter what. It's a yes read for Andy Dalton. So again, you got press man coverage. They're actually going to swap it last second, which is really good by the defense. So now you have man coverage to the outside with this DB. Boom, right? Breaks to the inside instead of out. Demoralizes the DB and makes a big time play down the sideline. Again, look at the release point, man. Look at the release point. Look at the head, okay? So we notice the head facing to the outside, opens up that DB's hip, trying to force him inside, but in reality, you don't want him to go inside because, boom, he can do that. Great job. Love it. Hey, Diontae Johnson's a guy who could do a bunch of different things. I wanted to make this video about this season, right? 8 games this season instead of going 4 years ago, right? I'm talking about the now. What can he do for me now? We saw some really good things at him. The release point is really good. His ability to, just beat man coverage in general. Get over stacked boxes. That's something you're going to see a lot over here in Baltimore. I think Lamar Jackson has become a 15, 30 times better of a quarterback than he's been in the past. This is the year for the Baltimore Ravens. I know they came off a tough loss in Cleveland. But man, Diontae Johnson, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry. This team is going to be really tough to beat, man. Diontae Johnson adds another aspect to that. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, and I'll see you in the next Baltimore Ravens update. Should be very, very soon. Peace.